Hey guys, Figurecraft here, and today we're going to be going over my next Star Wars collection figures. Now keep in mind, these are figures that I had when I was a little kid. With me, I'm a figure collector. I have every figure that I've ever owned since I was a little child. I never did do no yard sales or get rid of anything. I always liked keeping everything. So all these figures that you're seeing, I've kept over my childhood. And they mean a lot to me. But here's this is a bug. I lost the Yoda that went on it, because there was a little Yoda that sat back here on it. But this is a little bug. You can see it's got articulation in its head. Then it's got, these don't move. Let's see here. These move a little bit. And then these back legs right here move. The tail, no, not really. And then it did have wings, but it lost its wings. But yeah, we got a little bug. Next one up we have, hang on a minute, I gotta find a piece of his helmet. I lost a piece of his helmet. Oh, man. Just, bear with me, y'all. I'm looking for it. Oh. Where did you go? There it is. Okay. Next up we have a very old Darth Vader figure. You can see the top of his helmet came off. But this is a rubber band that's been on his hand, never took it off because it holds his lightsaber. But he's got articulation, you know, going up and down like that. He has a swivel right here in the wrist area. Well, the top of the wrist right up there. He's got bending, ow, pinched myself. He's got bending in his elbows. Swivels in his elbows. His legs, let's see here, they go back and forth. Do they have joints in them? I think they do. Yeah. They got ball pegs in them with a joint like that, and then it's got a swivel also in the ball peg where the knee is. The cape is like a cloth. The little piece that goes around his waist, that's a cloth. This is a like a cloth too, like a little string cloth. And I'll show you the cool thing about this thing. Let me just work on this. Let's see here. How does this come off his head again? I think it slides off. Yeah. That's the cool thing about this one. You can actually see what Anakin really looks like on this one. Yeah, you can see that. And then the helmet just slides back on his face. And then you pop the helmet on last. But there's Darth Vader. The next one we have up is another Darth Vader. I think this is the Darth Vader from Revenge of the Sith, maybe? It's an old Darth Vader figure I had. I lost his lightsaber, though. He don't have his lightsaber. He did have a, let me think here. Is it this way you activate it? Or was it twisting his... Okay, I think it's twisting. It would activate like a motion. He's got another cloth cape, too. Helmet don't come off this one. Helmet's made on. He's got articulation right there. He doesn't have very many articulation. Yeah, these, okay, they do. Yeah, they go up. Ball peg. That's on a joint. The legs just go back and forth. You can see he's dusty from where I had him. But yeah, we got, Darth Vader. We got him. The next one up we have is, he's really dusty. I lost his lightning bolts and his little hood. I'll eventually find it, maybe later. But Chancellor Palpatine. Hang on, man. I'm trying to get the focus. My camera's being stupid again. Come on. There we go. I am sorry that it keeps losing focus. There we go. There's Chancellor Palpatine. He doesn't have very many articulation. He only moves, like, you know, right here. He's hindered because of this big cloak that he's got. His legs, they do move back and forth, but they're stuck right now. The head, it can move side to side, that's it. But there's Chancellor Palpatine. Next one we have is a keychain. This is a little keychain that I got of Anakin from, I think, the Clone Wars anime series. You can see it's a keychain. And there's the detail in Anakin's face. So we got that. Let me wipe the lens off here. Seems like the lens is dirty or something. Now let me try it. See if that helps. We have a little candy dispenser. A little Darth Vader candy dispenser. So we got that. We have a, let me see here. Here's a lightsaber. Somebody lost their lightsaber. We got a lightsaber. Let me figure out who lost that lightsaber. Oh, okay. I know who lost it. Mr. Kenobi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Huge Obi-Wan Kenobi fan. He's cool. I still haven't seen his movie that came out though, the Kenobi movie. Or was it Obi-Wan movie? Obi-Wan Kenobi movie? I can't remember what it's called. But he's got articulation and ball pegs in his shoulders. Go forward and back. All the way around. He's got ball pegs in his wrist. Can have swivels. He's got swivels in his hands. His head. Can look back and forth. He can look up and down. Because he's got a ball peg in his head. You can see the detail in Obi-Wan's face looks exactly like him. He's got movement in the legs area. This is a piece of cloth right here. This is plastic at the front. This is cloth. He's got, you know, bends in the knees, but they're stiff right now where he hasn't been posed in years, so I don't want to do nothing. He's got ball pegs in the feet, but they're stiff too. He has a movement in the waist area, but it's a little bit stiff, so I'm afraid it's going to be, you know, dry rotted, so I'm not going to twist it. But there's a Obi-Wan that we have. Next up, we have another Obi-Wan. This one right here is one of my favorite Obi-Wans. This is an old one. This is like my first Obi-Wan figure I got a hold of. This is the Obi-Wan from Revenge of the Sith. He's in this plastic cloak. And the cool thing about the plastic cloak is it's rubber. You can like pull it open. And then you can take the Obi-Wan out. You can see he's got rotation in the arms right there. He's got up and down like that. He's even got bends in the elbows. Not going to bend the elbows because they're, like I said, they're stiff. I haven't played with these things in years, and I don't want to take the risk of it being dry rotted. And when I twist the joint, it breaks off, if you know what I mean. And then right here, he's got rotation in the waist. There's his lightsaber clipped to his side. I lost his other lightsaber that was already lit up. You can see right there, he's got joints. He's got joints in the feet area. Let me get you a good view of this one's face. Look at that one's face. Even though he's so small. And then you just take the cloak. And you just slide him back into the cloak. Once you get it arranged. And then there you go. Obi-Wan's back in his cloak. Really old figure. Came out back when Revenge of the Sith first came out. Next one we have, oh, we got Timber. We got Timber. My bad. I lost his arm. I'm trying to find his arm that has the lightsaber, but this is a little, you see the lightsaber broke off too. I lost the lightsaber and I lost his arm. But this is a little nitpick, diorama figure of Obi-Wan. You can see there's his face. It's a little nitpick diorama figure. And I'll show you who goes with him. I just got to dig into the box and find it. So, let me set these to the side for a minute. Let me find that other figure. Okay, here's who goes with him. This one's still in good condition. I guess we can say he chopped his arm off. Anakin. It's a little statue figure of Anakin. This is from Revenge of the Sith when they're fighting in the lava place that you can see here. They would have been like this, facing each other. But the Obi-Wan's seen better days. Next up we have is a an Anakin figure. He's got movement in the head. He's got movement in the arms go all the way around. The ball pegs there. He's got bends in the elbows, but the joints are, well, no, these ain't no bends. These are swivels. It twists to bend his elbows. And then you got swivels down here in the wrist. Here's his hand after he got it cut off by who was it? Count Dooku, wasn't it? Wasn't it Count Dooku that cut his hand off? This is cloth. He's got bends in the knees, ball pegs in the feet. I lost this one's lightsaber. I have no idea where it went. But I do have another Anakin. This is the Anakin that goes with that Obi-Wan that I showed you with the cloak. This is my first Revenge of the Sith Anakin. Looks like he got a little dirt on his face. Let me wipe that off. Spider made his home on Anakin's face. There you go. There's Anakin. Looks like we still got a little bit of stuff from that stupid spider on his face. There we go. Let me try that again. There we go. There's Anakin. Now, the way this one works is this arm is loose. It is jointed, you see right there. And then this one's the same way. Just a little ball hinge right there at the elbow. But I'll show you the way this one works. If I remember correctly, you squeeze his legs. Yeah. Let me focus it. You squeeze his legs. And then he's supposed to do like a lightsaber sling. Which you can see really doesn't work too well. But yeah, he's one of the little action poses ones. But there's my that's my Anakin. To tell you the truth, I like I kind of like this Anakin face sculpt right here better than this one. I mean, I don't know if you can tell. This one looks a little bit more, maybe too cartoony or something like that. Too much white skin, maybe. But this one right here, they definitely got the face sculpt. But you can let me know what you think in the comments. But I like this one right here. But yeah, I got them. Next up, like I told you before in the Obi-Wan and the Kenobi Boga video, here's Grievous's. This thing is so big. Hang on, man. Here, I'll try to get you a good shot. Oh, let me put it way out here. Let me adjust the camera angle. This thing's just too big. Let me just put you up here. Okay. That better? Okay, we got Grievous's wheel. You hold it by this thing, I think. Ow. Got my thumb caught in them things. These things are rubber, but they do hurt. You can see it spins. You can spin one at a time. The detail it's got, these things, like I said, these things are rubber, but they do hurt. The legs, you have swivels right here in the wrist of it. It can open its claws like that, close its claws. It's got it can bend like that, and then it can fold out, you know, like a spider. I just keep it like that because, you know, that's the way it was when he was driving it. His seat's right there. Something goes over here. It looks like that I lost it, I think. I can't remember what that was, but something looks like it snapped on there. But yeah, you got that. The Grievous that goes with it is right here. This is the Grievous, but he's a Grievous that does not have very much articulation. He's a cheap Grievous, let's put it that way. He moves only like that, up and down in the arms. He only goes back and forth in the feet. No bends in the knees. He looks side to side and up and down with his head. But basically, he's built for the mechanism, so you have to basically put him like this. And then the fun thing is getting him in this thing. Because he's got his little... This thing's a rubber. You can see it's moving. It's rubber. His feet things are right here. His operating levers are there. I basically grabbed this because at the time I was looking for the Obi-Wan and the Boga in Walmart. Could not find it, but I found plenty of the Grievous. So where I saw Boga and Obi-Wan was rare to get a hold of, I basically bought the Grievous. Because I was like, he'll be rare later on, so I'll grab him. But there's the Grievous in his wheel. We got that. We have another Grievous I'll show you. Here's another Grievous. I just got him in his pack. Like I said, I keep my packs and I put them back in the packs. Most of the other figures packs, though, I lost. But let me get him open, and I'll show you what all this one has to offer. Then I'll put him back in his pack after I'm done with him. Okay. Ugh. This one has his lightsaber there. He's got his blaster here. I'll try to get him out and show you. Depends on how stuck he is in there. Because he's very old. Okay. I'll keep his blaster in there because the blaster will be hard to get back in. But the way this one works, he falls apart. And what I'll show you about that, look, his legs. Let me work on getting him out of this cloak. Which was always a fun thing to do, was sliding this cloak over his head. Because that's not fun. Oh, Grievous. Just give me a few seconds here, y'all. I'm fighting with him. I don't want to, break his head off. Okay, I just about got him. Okay. We got him. Now, the way this one works is, it says on the instructions he's got an exploding body. And what they mean by that, you can see I just disassembled him. He's got his organs right here. They just snap on by that peg. He has his body right there. Now, tell you, he will not stay together. Unless you had a rubber band around him or something. But yeah, you just, like that. Here's his front half. And you just snap him back together like that. He's got these connecting joints under his body. And then if you look at his legs, there's the other connecting joints. So you just match those connecting joints with these connecting joints and you just put him back together. But if you barely bump him, he's going to fall apart. Articulation-wise, he's got arms that move only back and forth. You have to hold his body together while you're doing this, otherwise he will fall apart. He looks up and down. He looks side to side. You can see there, he's got a good face sculpt. This is another one where I like this face sculpt better than this plain looking one. I'll let you decide on that. Like I said, that one's just the one that goes to the vehicle. This is the one you would have to buy separate, but I just ended up getting the one that, you know, had an exploding body, didn't realize it. And there he is right there. There's his picture. On his pack, it literally says his name. There it is. Exploding Body. General Grievous. Revenge of the Sith. And then here's his cape. His cape just slides over his head. There's a detail on his cape. The next one that we have up is another, this is an old one. This is a really old Anakin figure. This is Anakin from the second movie. You can see he's got the ponytail. There's his face. He's gotten dusty. He's another one where, how do you do that? Oh, I know. Let me just get his hand back on this lightsaber if I can. Which, if I can't, I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to bend the lightsaber. See that? It looks like it's going to bend the lightsaber. We won't worry about that. But there's a button back here. There's a button. And let me see here. How does it work? I'm trying to figure it out. It's been a while since I used this thing. The joints maybe. Oh, okay. That's why. It's like that. The button goes up and down. And it's basically to where he's supposed to hurry up and grab his lightsaber. He's only got movement right here. The legs only move back and forth. Head stuck. Oh, okay. The head don't have no swivel. It's just made like that. Let me get you a closer detail up on Anakin's face. Sorry for the dust. He's just been in storage. But there's Anakin from the second movie. Let me just put this back down. Our next one that we have is another one that I have not opened. This is a really old one. Shadows of the Empire. And this is Swoop Vehicle. Fires high impact portion torpedo? Torpedo, I think it says. Exclusive Swoop Trooper figure. And then when you look at the back of it, here's all the other ones that they make. Let me get this in shot where you can read it. Yeah, you got that. Which is awesome. Next one that we have is a big one that has been opened. Video's getting ready to end, so there'll be a part 2 to this. So I'll go ahead and I'll end it here. But you all have a blessed one, and then I'll start recording again. And goodbye.